most people think of midwives, most of the time they just think of them as the people who are there to deliver babies. In this episode, we discuss how midwives are much more than that. They are there before birth and after birth, not just for the babies, but the mothers especially. I'm Ella Threadingham. For The Junction, this is Making a Difference. I spoke to a midwife, a new mum, and a student midwife to really find out who they are, what they really do, and why so many women have a special place for midwives in their heart out of the delivery room.
You know, no one goes into nursing and midwifery for the money. We go into it because it's a work of heart. You do it for the compassion of people, and you want to give back to community, or there's a reason that you go into nursing and midwifery. It's definitely not something you do for the pay pack.
Fiona Watson is a midwife who won the Excellence in Midwifery Award in 2024, recognised for her work supporting families through stillbirths and pregnancy loss. And for Fiona, being a midwife goes far deeper than most people realise.
The biggest gift I can give someone when a sleeping baby is born is time. And when people say, oh my gosh, you're a midwife, that must be such a blessing. Yeah, it is such a blessing, but you have no idea the work that I do. Of course, it's amazing to see, any baby being born, but to birth a sleeping baby, be with their family, give them that time and care, it's just a whole nother level of midwifery.
When a woman is in labour, it's often she's feeling quite vulnerable. For Fiona, it's easy to recognise, and she knows when to step in and make sure the woman's voice is being heard when she can't do so herself.
So, midwife with woman, obstetrician in front of woman, very different meanings to the Latin meaning behind the words. Your job as the midwife is to understand what that woman wants for her birth, and when she cannot speak for yourself, it is your job to speak for the woman. Today, we all want the same thing. We want a safe, healthy birth of a baby, and we want a safe, healthy mum at the end of it. It's just, being the advocate, being the voice, understanding completely what your woman does or does not want for her journey.
Kira Stewart, who's a first-time mum, experienced exactly this when she gave birth at Rockingham Hospital 1 month ago.
I had been in labour for over 24 hours. At that point, the obstetrician doctor came in and was really pushing that with no thought that I get a C-section. Then the midwives on their end were also pushing that they wanted me to try as hard as possible to have a natural birth. Being that I wasn't in my right mind, I couldn't focus on anything, they really made the decision for me to really push back on the obstetrician. But I knew that they really wanted to advocate for me.
Kira says the support she received before, during and after birth is more than she ever expected.
In the hospital, they helped me breastfeed, they helped me get up and shower, helped me walk around as well. So also the support after, I was quite surprised at having a midwife come to the house just to check in on my mental health and my well-being, as well as my new little babies as well.
And for India Jarvis, a student midwife, this was something she didn't realise midwives had the role of.
I didn't realise that midwives' role extended kind of outside the hospital, the home visits and the mental health of the mothers and checking on the babies. It's great as a student being able to go into these women's homes and supporting them postpartumly. It's honestly one of my favourite parts.
Behind every birth is a midwife making a difference. I'm Ella Threadingham with The Junction.